Chapter 4. The ostracism of a mother from the women folk is mostly felt on her daughter. Ahone, a mother's sister at Akenzo, gets information about the new problem pitting her sister and the women in Attic, and she decides to come. She pays her a visit and she's worried about her constant problems there. First, the problem she had had with the men, and now with the women. A mother assures her sister that if she had been able to brave and defeat the men, the women will not be a problem to her. The women will wear out in trying to bring her down, get tired, and leave her alone. She tells her sister in a proverbial manner, as the fire wears out the cutlass, so does the cutlass wear out the fire. Ahone has come with the intention to reconcile a mother with the women of Atiek, but she refuses because she does not want to capitulate to the likes of a Duque. She finally decides to take a mother to Akenzo to distract her from her problems at home, while Ntube stays with her godmother, Nyango Cecilia, in order to continue school. A mother gets a warm welcome from the women at Akenzo, who sympathize and solidarize with her predicament. They stand by her and promise to make her stay there memorable. Ntube pays her mother a visit during the weekend and gives her snuff that has been sent to her by Ewang Ename. She's happy to see Ntube, and she feels love flow through her veins because of the gift of snuff from Ewang Ename. She's happy that Ntube and Ewang Ename are getting along, and she had visited him before coming to Akenzo. She is also happy that she has begun to understand their relationship and she's beginning to accept him. Ahone prepares evening meal, but she also has to prepare plantain cake for their sister Mechane in Mwabak. Mechane is sick, and her only child Wobe lives in Tombel. She visits her mother and showers her with all her needs and foodstuff. A mother decides that she will accompany Ahone to visit Mechane in Mwabak, carrying along items such as salt, cocoyam, firewood, etc. They plan to leave for the journey early in the morning. This chapter is very brief but important. First of all, it highlights the conflict of cultures as we see that women go to church early in the morning. We also note that although these women are Christians, they also practice traditional religion. Ahone is worried by her sister's predicament and comes to reconcile her with the women of Atiek, but she refuses. Nevertheless, she takes her to Akenzo with only Ewang Ename having knowledge of her whereabouts, highlighting love. Also, she's happy to see Ntube and the gift of snuff from Ewang Ename. The women of Akenzo give her a warm welcome, sympathize with her predicament, and make her stay peaceful, highlighting solidarity and communality. Here we can see an element of contrast. While the women in Atiek give her problems and make problems with her, the women of Akenzo give her peace. Their attitude of the peaceful welcome also highlights hospitality. Ahone prepares plantains, cakes, and gathers some items ready to visit Mechane, who is sick, highlighting filial love. Imade's stoicism is also portrayed when she is determined to endure the pain of ostracism than to capitulate. Nevertheless, she is worried about Ntube, who misses her friends. At the beginning of the story, we do not know what is the relationship between Imade and Ewang Ename, especially as she calls him my son. She is happy when Tube visits her at akenzo, and when she brings snuff that has been sent to her by Wang Ename. And we are made to understand that she could feel love flow through her veins. And she is also happy that Ntube has begun to understand the relationship between them. There is suspense, as the reader wants to know what is the nature of the relationship between the two that Ntube has begun to understand.